first episode of Late Night on the Pcttshow show. Late Night Talk. So, this is going to be more of like a shooting from the hip, bring you into my world when I am viewing, to show you how I go about doing that. Currently I'm listening to White Hat, a channel here on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to them as well. Good stuff. I'm listening to a little bit of some intel that they are perceiving or getting, and then what I'm doing is I'm trying to leave comments to give hints of things or to help out in any way to continue helping them to move forward in their growth, which is the reason why the Lord has chosen us to do these things.
Because I believe the disclosure was ordered when Ratcliffe was in, and when I think that all came from Trump. That disclosure, I think it ultimately came from Trump. But that's just, I'm not 100% sure, so I can't,
the disclosure effects on the UFO stuff and all that, and keep in mind, folks, the true word, the truth, is the Word of God. See, the Word is the life. The life is the blood, and the blood is the salvation. And, everything right now is being led by the Antichrist entity. We are in tribulation, and we are in that moment of life, but I don't want to get too deep as we go along on our late night talk, as we scour around and such. But back to this, White Hat's talking about, basically how Trump made this statement. Let's see if we can check that statement out.
Bug in the house, what's up, buddy? Yeah, so we're good to go on Foxhole, Pilled, YouTube.
Let's fast forward a little bit, catch up to it.
Right. So, I think there's,
and
I may be looking too much into it. Hey, Stas, good to see you, bud. But
he says he wasn't looking too much into it, but the truth is he's doing a good job, because the truth is behind Bongino, as well as in the conversation, there's coding and all of that. I was able to make a few comments, drop some links to our channel for some different stuff, and like I said, not looking too much into it, my good friend. It was the background behind Bongino, as well as the words of each of their statements. Then he made a furthering statement about, well, maybe A, B, and C we didn't know about on the UFO thing, but on the D and E and F and yada yada yada, well, it's man-made. Well, the truth is it's all man-made, but you got to drop hints, Deep roots, remember, always deep roots in deception. So we're just scouring around on the beat. Check out right here on the Mel K
show. I'm so excited.
This is 107 channel here, and a lot of the people that I constantly share to you guys are now being collectively put together under his channels, which is awesome. And remember, like, there's a new X22, boom, I'm gonna hit that. Always look around, y'all. Look around at all this stuff. And remember, the Lord speaks to us even through the use of this satanic technology we have here. God can utilize anything for His glory. Remember that. So we got the Mike Lindell information here, the Clinton military tribunals. Check out Michael Jaco. He also has a channel, Releasing Intuition Secrets. I have been speaking about that here and there in my messages to you guys, so to speak, without being too deep on A Call to Freedom. I hope that you did enjoy the last episode of that. So what I do is I kind of scroll around. I did check this out earlier and I put it up on MeWe, but it's another actual case where these two officers, two or three, end up killing a guy. And unfortunately, after I looked into the backgrounds of these guys, these officers, they are Freemasons. And the Masonry is in a lot of different areas of life. Everybody, it's it's in the medical industry, politics, police department, military. Remember, we said that the swamp runs very deep, very, very, very deep. I hope you guys have had a good day today. Check this out. So John Kerry, you get these little Forbes deals here. I like how this Louisiana politician goes after what we think is the bad people, right? And what we think is him taking up for us, because there's a partial woke and there's a fully woke, right? The Great Awakening, the Great Ascension into the hidden knowledge. But if you aren't walking with the Lord, you're not going to see it. Look right behind his head to the left. Right there is a pedophile symbol written on the wall. It's in the house. It's in the White House. It's in all these buildings. It's right there in front of you, the symbolism. And yet you think he's fighting for you, but he's not. He's been in the corrupt politician business for a long time. He's just the other side of the movie. You got the climax that's created by both sides of the spectrum, right? Swamp runs deep. Don't be fooled by no man. Let the Lord lead you. He'll show you. He'll show you. Now, if you think I'm wrong, watch how he charismatically goes against this Biden judicial nominee as he talks. Just watch the characterism there. Silly commercials. Sorry.
That he is settled, but I'm very, very pleased that my friend and colleague, Senator Kennedy, is here. I would invite him to ask his questions to the witnesses.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I like you so much better than Durbin. I just want to say that.
Now, you can say they're going against each other. You can say one's a Dem, one's a Republican. Maybe the Dem's changing his mind because the news say they're going against certain things that they're doing now. I call BS. You know why? Because it is. They've been there. They know what's going on. They know who they answer to. They know what they're doing with the children. They act like they couldn't just put a stop to it, but they can. But we're utilizing certain aspects of this while the, plan is going along behind the scenes to wake up the rest of the sleepings, our brothers and sisters, to wake up the dead in Christ so that they'll rise. That's why the training is so important, the spiritual training. Let's see what old Tucker's got to say. I don't like Tucker
Tucker Carlson.
because, he's one of them. But, you got to use who you got to use, right? At least he's putting out what they tell him to put out, which wakes up some of the population to a good number of things. Remember, God uses what he's got to use to make the mission accomplished in his glory. Be all things.
Tonight, just about a decade ago, gender dysphoria was a fairly short entry in abnormal psychology textbooks. It was a condition so obscure that most people had never heard of it. That's changed. If you've got children in school, you know
Now,
how
he just said
common...
that's changed, but he knows that the Luciferian background of almost everything that I'm talking about has been ongoing. He's been part of that life, so it's not a change. It's just an evolution of it. See, the world's evolving in death. That's why they created evolution, to make you think you came from a monkey when you didn't. You're all very holy, and you are all very anointed. You're all very special to the Lord. You need to know that. You really got to know that. So we're just looking around at different things, because I do look at different audits. I do skim around and kind of jump into different stuff, but you know, sometimes I get my answers I need from different things. Just the other day I was standing in the yard with a friend of mine, and we were looking at his garden. And like I said, God talks to me in a lot of ways, and now it comes a lot faster than it used to, way faster. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Skimming through MeWe. Harley Quinn Collie, love her. She's awesome. She posts some great stuff. I was just skimming around, and in my mind, and I saw these 4 blackbirds fly directly towards me overhead, 2 splitting in each direction, and then 1 mockingbird from right to left. And I looked that up, did a little research behind that, found out the meetings. God talks to me that way. I'll show you how I do it. So see, I'll just hit Google, boom, boom. I'll go over here. My phone's running slow because I have so much stuff cracking off at the same time. So bear with me, y'all. So as I saw the 4, birds, look, and I looked it up previously, 4 blackbirds, meaning life in the heavens, ideals, higher path of knowing. So right there, God's telling me that He has given me a higher path of knowing, but I have to use it to glorify Him, to raise up His children, to wake them. And as I further endeavor that information, one mockingbird, and I usually put it like this, meaning, for me, I found that this works. I utilized a lot of different ways of looking up before I found the one that works for me. Mockingbird, the title "To Kill a Mockingbird" is very literal connection to the plot, but it carries to a great deal of symbolic weight in the book. Destroyed by evil, the mockingbird comes to represent the idea of innocence. Thus, to kill a mockingbird is to destroy innocence. Now, do you see what God was telling me that moment? And if you think I'm fooling, well, my friend's probably listening to this late night talk, and yeah, I'm telling the truth. But it's how I walk in my relationship with Him, just like you can. And He speaks to me that way. And He tells me, look it up. Then He tells me, put it together. He shows me the coding of how He speaks to me by utilizing the world that is the matrix in which the devil owns. It's like finding a way from the commander-in-chief, the real commander-in-chief, in a war to his soldiers through the utilization of the enemy lines. Now do you see? That's who we're working for, and we're no joke. People may laugh all they want, but it's okay. That's partially why I wanted to do the late night talk show as well, like this, just to let you know how I do things. But put that together, you all. We did this one, and then we did the other one. So God created a path for me to get a hidden knowledge, to bring my mind into conscientious ascension, to make me aware. But all He gave my will still to me to choose whether I was going to use it for good or bad. Because what do you think the evil ones use? The hidden knowledge. As He has always reached in for me through the Abrahamic covenant, in which I'm never going to look for God. God looks for you. You better believe it. And you better believe He loves you. You're going to realize how blessed you are when all this is over, by the way. You really will. But if we went from that explanation to this, He's telling me He's given me the means in which to find a way to stop them from destroying the innocents. That's why I'm an assassin for the Lord. I'm an advocate for the children and the elderly. It is my job. It's Jesus' most precious, and the widow's. So, we're not fooling around. But neither is he. So you see how I just did that? And that just came from a situational moment in which my conscience was aware with the Lord and my friend at the same time. And he spoke to me by utilizing his creation. His one true other creations other than just us. Because it's the spirit that he created in us. The flesh is not of heaven. The flesh is of the earth. Of exactly the reason why the flesh was poured over once the fallen one convinced through deception to Eve and showed her the hidden knowledge, which began with the sexual appeal because he was beautiful. You know who he is. He's Lucifer, most beautiful. And he taught her how to do what we are now put in place to do and to bear through pain, as God stated, because of our falling. We're all fallen. But we are the sons and daughters of Christ. They're not. That's why they want to wipe us off the planet. Wake up call. So anyway, that's that. Let's go back to, I'm going to hit back over here to YouTube a little bit. Another good thing that went on today that I was talking to my friend this afternoon, and we touched base on some geometric numbers, 42, 11, specifically a couple of scriptures. So check out Thessalonians 2, and then check out Thomas, I think 1 Thomas 23. 23 is, all geometric numbers are biblically holy, but the evil ones like to use it to, cast reverse spells and do things against the Lord, mocking our Savior. So when you read certain scriptures, you will get an enlightenment to understand how God is trying to tell you if that scripture is pertaining to evil, if that scripture is pertaining to the light of Christ being shed on the evil, or vice versa. So there's a lot there to dissect and construct. But you can't do it alone. You gotta study from everyone. You gotta allow the prayer time with God to teach you how to see what's talented in you that He'll open and gift to you that you can use during this fight. This is usually a good channel, the Frog News channel here. Pretty cool. I do enjoy it. It's a lot of 17 related material, if you know what I mean. And it's really good. I do like the fact that they're bringing together some information as well as some of the cobs from earlier on. Oh, excuse me. Late nights got me a little tired. Look at that dude. That's not the robot. You know that. Every band is full of the serpent, pretty much. Even Zach, the Christian singer with Dolly Parton. I'm sorry, you guys, but that's the truth. Even the devil knows the words of the Bible better than you or I. He'll use it. Don't think he won't. Again, I'm just scrolling through the feed, so excuse some of the things that are just there. Of course, we know the audits in Maricopa and all that's going on. And look, Rand Paul, this is another sensitive situation, but if you're woke, I'm sorry, I'm going to use more better terminology than that. If you are conscious in the Lord and the truth, you see, Rand Paul likes to do these things where he's going over all the stuff he's fighting for us for, right? Even Fauci, he's going against Dr. Fauci. But he himself in his last little thing just stated that he's like, well, I'm for the shots, the jabs. And, da-da-da. Are you insane? See, that's not a calm. That's playing both sides. You're not going to know this, and you could be deceived. And a lot of people are getting deceived by doctors, by, I think nurses are deceived, but even when they, I get these statements all the time. Well, I know I don't think it's real and da-da-da-da. But you go to the school and you tell the kids to put the mask on their face. You don't fight for them. That's not love. You might be a nurse that's like, well, I'm not going to take that shot. You know me, I'm not going to take it. But you'll keep escorting people into the room where the doctor, the dirtbag like Dr. Michelle, goes in there and lies to people so he can jab them with it. Well, you're not helping the situation there. You're like the wolf in sheep's clothing, leading the poor old elderly, people in there that don't understand everything. And the dressed up garbage can there is going to be like, oh, well, hey, I highly recommend it, and they're FDA approved when they're not. Of course, he doesn't say that when they're not part, but, he lies straight to your face. That's why he's no longer my doctor. He discharged me for behavior problems at 39 years old. Listen to what I'm talking about tonight. You think you think the Lord has not gifted me with intelligence through truth? Because let me tell you something, I can't talk worth a hoot half the time. I'm a country boy, but God has opened my consciousness. Consciousness is intelligence, not your daggum, not all this other crap. Excuse me, I'm just, that's not it. So you got to ask yourself, well, how did I come to that conclusion? Well, because I dove in. Because I dove in. And instead of going, well, I just don't want to cause myself trouble by getting in an argument with this lady at the front of the grocery store about the mask, I'm going to go home, find out the truth about it, find out the law on it, find out if there's any science behind it. Then I'm going to take upon myself to take the stand to walk in and do what I got to do. Because if you don't, next time it'll be, oh, well, if I don't take the shot, I can't go to work. If I don't take the shot, I can't pay my bills. Are the bills that the devil made and the money that the devil made is going to be your prized possession? Or is it the neighbor, the children, the life, the love of each other going to be your prized possession? That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's the prize. One another. Oh, I'm so grateful to give my life for everyone. Even if I don't make it through this. Nobody's hurting me. That's for sure. I'm not afraid. Whatsoever. And I really mean that. Look, old ZZ. What? And I'm a big musician. I've been playing all my life. Playing a bunch of different instruments, but even I too, you would think it'd kill me that I figured out all these people serve the who, but they do. It's crazy. There might be a few here and there, blah blah blah, what have you, but they do. Will you identify? Oh, this dude. Let's see. Well, not much else going on here. Yeah, the China and the WHO, boy, there's something. It's all serpent. Now check out Out of Darkness. I love this guy. He says I am Q, but I love this dude. He's awesome. He really brings a lot of different cards to the table. Breaks down the information for you in a way for different subjects and so forth. In the politics world and all that. But man, God is with him and he's helping him, and that's why I'm trying to have the late night chat, so you can see what I look at, what I kind of tint my perceptions, my 2022, so my consciousness can break it down and I can figure it out. Let's see. And if you think I picked them channels with the music stuff, I didn't. You guys probably always look down at your phones like, wow, I was just thinking that. Look at there's an ad for what I was looking for, honey. Well, guess what? You don't think that phone reads that? It does. That's why you have to counteract and use it against its own, so that you can defeat the evil at the root. Let's see. I mean, look at these people, false idol worship. All these people are false idols. And while they play for you and make you, and see this guy right here, the Will Ferrell? Well, he's no longer with us, but, yeah, horrible pedophile. However, keep this in mind. You see how they just act for you? That's all it is. See, the devil wants you to be the most pretty, the most famous, the most greatest drummer in a rock band in the 60s, so that the next 20 generations can idolize you. Oh yeah, he'll give you all you want of this world, just like he gave all these. See? But what are they left with? A legacy of worldly possessions that matter nothing. Nothing. Guess what? All these years I learned over 13 or 14 instruments, and I started wanting to be one of these guys. Ended up playing music and doing all that good stuff, and guess what? It's not worth it. Not at all. I can play music for the Lord now. Just a lot of different little things I look at when I'm scrolling around. It could be from an audit, it could be from a random video. Now this guy right here, Flex Your Freedoms, man, this guy's awesome. I love his audits. Please, you guys, check it out. I have done a little corresponding commercial slash channel booster video with him on my channel. So check him out for sure. Let me go to the video here.
Hey! What's up? How are you?
Good, how's it going?
Going good.
What are you up to?
Just checking out the cars. You want to show me around?
Show you around the car? I can't
Yeah.
show you the cars.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Oh, why?
What do you know about the cars?
Oh, because I'm pretty cool.
I would recommend following Flex Your Freedoms because he really explains out the details and he helps you to understand why the audit's important and why it's great to. It is good to go and visit with your tax-funded departments. You know, that's what's going to make a better tomorrow on all things. By the way, so we're going to give him a like on this video for sure. I enjoy watching his audits; they're very good. So I'd recommend him for sure. Another great one is watching The Watchmen or Amagaset Press with Jason. Excellent audits. Very information packed. Excellent respect factor towards others. Stands his ground when he needs to. But in a manner of speaking of trying to understand and be educational, I really believe that him and his son do a great job. You should check out that channel. We probably will pass over it in this feed here, I'm sure. I usually see it. There we go. Watching The Watchmen right here. That's his
Would
son,
you sit through
Ben.
a free 60-minute presentation if I promise to show you how to escape from investing in ETF funds and mutual funds that only gives you a 7% to investing in stocks that can give you
See, all he's doing, that little fellow there, is just reading off a scroll that he's utilizing to make quick videos to make money. And that investment channel junk is no good. All that's going to be gone. So I wouldn't ever recommend listening to that.
Screen open if you don't want anybody seeing it. What are you doing, tough guy?
Wow.
No, this guy, you're a sack.
That's an officer butting up to a young man. Now I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna say it like this, y'all. Jason's son. Jason's like me. He's a short guy, but his son's very tall. Both of my children are tall as well. It is amazing how these officers, you see, will come even on, up against and almost assault even a child. No offense to your son, by the way, Jason, but he is a young man, and whether he's of age or not, that is the part of our perception that we have to teach to know how to handle situations and actively conduct that interaction or that moment accordingly. Let's watch a little bit of this. There's the channel there. I always enjoy the music. Let's enjoy it. Yeah. What's up? Come on. Watching the Watchmen. Amagansett
How's it going,
Press.
guys? Watching the Watchmen here. Out with Amagansett Press. Here in Tempe, Arizona. And we're...
Now, what I enjoy about Jason's son's work is that he will correspond the maps. He'll put in, all this cool stuff that you can view. And he does a great job on his videos. His dad does more of like the deepening effects of the educational sides on his channel, but they work so great together. It's great to see a father-son duo. Great to see patriots like that out there. Sometimes I like to bump forward a little bit. Wow, a lot of cops. And there's his dad.
Yeah, we're going to split up so they can't dodge both of us.
Give him a like on that one for sure.
Go around this side. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on.
I will fast forward a little bit, but I just want you guys to see how these two gentlemen handle the situation, even in the confrontational part. Now think about that. This man's with his son. If you saw another, even if your son's grown by law number and then bigger than you, it doesn't mean anything. Just think about that. I just want you to see how he conducts himself.
Sensitive police equipment in there. Back up.
Shouldn't be out in public if you don't want it to be
Here we go.
viewed by the public. Shouldn't have your screen open if you don't want it.
Now look, this young man is telling the plain and simple truth, and he's not trying to be rude, but just as the guy was very, outlandishly just blah, 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 you better listen. Well, Ben's like, well, sir, listen, this is how this goes. You should know this. I'm not doing anything wrong. And then here's where we see what I don't call them tyrants, I call them masons.
He's in it. What are
And
you doing,
boom.
tough guy?
That was to escalate, then the cop could state disorderly and or otherwise. But this dude didn't realize what he was up against.
Back away from the car.
This guy, you're assaulting
Back away
me,
from the
dude.
car.
You're assaulting me.
You can back away from the
You're
car.
assaulting me, dude. You're assaulting me.
You want to look inside the police car?
Yeah, you got...
See, great educational. If you know you got to film the situations you're in, whether it's cops or whatever, remember, you got to speak out what's going on the camera, because the camera doesn't lie, but it's great to speak it out. Hold your calm like this young man did. He obviously has some great parents. So, God bless you, Jason. A wonderful son.
open in public and I can look inside of it. No need to assault me, dude.
There's nothing that says that we can't take video on your car, so just go back to your stop and do what you gotta do. Your car's locked up, right?
Tough guy here just walked right into me on purpose.
Did you just walk into him?
Walk into me, you saying?
Name and badge number.
I got you on
Now, here we go. This is how the Lord will give you discernment. Do you see how that young man dropped his head there when Jason asked him, did you just walk into him? And he stated, did I just walk into him? Almost like putting it off. Because he knows he did. You see, when the truth comes, that is the light. The light shed in the darkness, it can't stand it. Now look, we also have to have a heart of understanding. So we need to understand that this guy right here, this cop, deserves forgiveness. He deserves to be educated. He deserves for us to love him, even when he's not truly trying to love us back. Even in good nature, okay? That's how the devil likes to move, with division of all kinds. But again, look how Jason and his son handle it very, very well.
video doing it, so you can just say whatever you want to say.
What's your name,
And there's no reason anybody can't video the inside of your car. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Yeah. So have a nice day. Go back to your stop. Okay.
So see what happened there is, you know, I'm like him too. Hey, Dad, going out there to defend, but look how he defended. He defended heroically, with truth, and he told him, I can do these things as well, and you're not going to do anything about it. You're going to disrespect my child like that, well, I'm going to tell you about yourself while abiding by the law, have you? So, here we go.
Stop looking for problems.
Officer K.
I
Mays,
stayed 30
City of
feet
Tempe.
away from you,
Are you
and I'm not
filming right
interfering
now?
with your stuff.
Are you
You just
filming right now?
walked into my son. Okay? Officer Mace.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to go find your kid and walk into him? Is that what you want me to do?
He laughed. The man laughed. Guys, this is how we know he's very disconnected from the real world. He's living in this world, but he's not.
Next to my police car. How
Who
much
cares? I'm standing next to your police car and I'm video ready in the window. What the hell are you going to do about it? Go get in the driver's side.
He said, well, maybe you can get in my vehicle. Maybe you should lock it.
What are you talking about?
I got equipment in here.
No, you're being
I got equipment in here. Well, you know, I might have a beer can on the floor. I don't know, buddy. Maybe I should lock it.
jerk.
I'm not being a jerk.
Yeah, you are. You're being a fool. You just walked into a 17-year-old kid, tough guy.
Oh, okay, guys. Well, I was wrong. This man is a young man. He is not of age by law. Ooh, okay. So, look, that even proves my point greater. Do you see the composition and the intricacy of these two gentlemen at 17 years old and sorry, Jason, maybe 45, 50, okay? Holding it down while being respectful people. You don't need to be a doormat, folks. This is how they got you with the mask at the grocery store when it wasn't the law. Okay? Let's keep watching.
Now,
You got me?
And by the way, thanks for joining me tonight on this late night talk, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I got to do it. Now I'm going to start doing this more often. It felt nice to just talk to you guys in general. And kind of like let you see what I see and how I look at things. And I bumped into, I always get stuck on watching The Watchmen or Amagessa Press, believe it or not, because I enjoy their audits so much. So let's get back to it.
Mental problems. Yeah, so why don't you go back to work before you expose yourself to be the jerk that you are even more? Yeah, you just walked in the chest bump to the 17-year-old kid.
Chest bumping?
I got it on video, fool. Yes, you did. So does he.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
does she.
Homeboy is now screwed. Yes, he did it. Yes, he did it. And he continued to push him with his walk.
Okay. So you can tell your story to the judge when I file a complaint against you.
And you know he is.
And what are you saying I can't video in your car? Okay.
I didn't say you video my car.
You got sensitive information on there? Don't close your damn laptop, fool. What are you talking about?
But I'm a fool.
You are.
You are a fool, because if you can go on and just transact yourself into a manner of like that to a young man or anyone, because you guys have seen the takedown of that elderly woman. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stand my ground and say it like it needs to be said, legally, by the way.
Walks into a 17-year-old kid is a fool. Yeah, in my book.
Legally, it's called freedom of speech, and that's right. You are a fool, sir. Be lucky that's what you get.
Absolutely right. Yep. What's your badge number there, Mace?
20182.
20182. Yeah, well, you picked the wrong guys to fuck with today.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, you just walked into a kid. Yeah, because you're drunk with your stupid badge power. You think that gives you some kind of rights that you don't have. So we're going to teach you a lesson today.
Okay.
Today's education day, and I'm the teacher.
Hey, you're good. Okay.
No, man.
Now that is how you handle it. Some cops, they're not going to like that. But let me tell you guys something. When you're actually from your heart laying it on the line in the betterment of not only the enemy and the man, the power of truth can do more than you think. And you're watching that. Because this man stands down, gets his education. And Jason and Ben have been very successful at doing that over and over and over. It's because of how they handle it. That's right. How they handle it. Thank you, folks. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all's work.
This isn't good.
Yeah, Mays just battered me on video.
Yeah.
Say, saying you can't video into your.
Now, here's the thing. Jason will probably ask for a supervisor or talk on there, and he'll go on to doing that complaint form. But I mean, think about that, you guys. That's all they get is like a slap on the wrist when it could have got worse, escalated worse. It could have went a lot of ways. What if young Ben didn't have a camera? There you go. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
You're a clown, bro. The stupidest
Especially
thing
in the auditing room.
Get away from me, asshole.
Oh, so that's the Watching the Watchman. Loving that. Scott McKay, Patriot Street Fighter. Oh man, y'all gotta check him out.
Okay, shut that door.
This is gonna be on the 107 page.
Door to that thing, that machine.
He also has a page as well. So, let's see. There's another one. And this is actually Amagussa Press right here.
So
this
we
is
spoke
Jason.
with Mr. Lindbergh.
That's the dad of the Watching the Watchman from the last video. I'll just give you an example of what you see on his channel. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
He's so
Oh, and by the way, the mayor, see right there? Boop, mayor calls 911 about cameras in City Hall. Wow. I haven't had that happen to me just yet. I mean, not in a manner where I was confronted this way, I've done a lot of different work out here where I live earlier on that I believe have the boys' panties in a wad. So I'm not afraid to do what I have to do and keep fighting. Now, Global Spiritual Revolution Media Group, which is going to be Bishop Larry Gators. Man, check that out. It's a great channel in which a lot of the training that we also went through was from him, and he just brings he truly is bringing the serpents to a head so everyone can see it, understand it, and as he's severing, he's at the root, he is getting you to understand how to cut off at the head and then how to be where he is in his growth with the Lord, and how to, and it's important. It's all of it's important. I get my teaching from a little bit of everywhere, I was talking about that in a meeting earlier today, how even in my walk, y'all, the times when I fell and stumbled and all that, now I see that it was all serving a purpose as long as the actual part of my heart that wanted to seek the Lord was still there. That's how he gets us here. Now, if he sees you, I believe, if he would have saw me turn away more in my will of not wanting to even feel him or understand him, then that's just where I would have been, and the devil might have came and picked me up even further. But I'm so very blessed and grateful to my King for what he has done for me. But I'm just saying, don't look at those stumbles as a really big, mole into a mountain. It's a small tool in the pack, believe it or not. Santa surfing. That was 4 days ago on this one. I mean, and folks, look, when you thought we were losing, think about this. I still hear people like getting tapped off of social media and different platforms, but a lot of it's staying up because we're changing the way the algorithm reads again so that we can continue to keep people up as long as we can in spreading the truth. Remember that. Remember that. Remember this. The devil has two flames. Now, see how he'll bring truth to light? God will use this guy, Rand Paul, to bring truth to light about a lot of different things, yet Rand Paul still lies. So see? There has been a lot of money spent on ridiculous studies. Of course. That's how you're all going to come to find out that you know what ain't even real. It's a plan. Not perfectly executed, but a plan that was executed very broadly in many paths to veil you, to put you to sleep, to keep you asleep, to fool you. That's why you probably say to yourself, well, I mean, it's just too much. Why would all these people be lying to me? You know, why would these people do that? I know these people. Well, yeah, you do, but that don't mean nothing. Some people are fooled. Some people are in the veil. Some people are there. Some people are woke and they're not telling you what they know. They're using it against you. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's time to get real. Times for watching the devil's TV and playing the devil's video games and all this other mess is over. It's time to get down. It's time to get down to what your true purpose in life is. I mean, you get good things and blessings like that, you know, luxuries and vacations and all that. But look, got to put in the work, and it's exciting, by the way. It actually is very awesome when you're serving the Lord. Oh yeah. David Nino Rodriguez is the heavyweight champion of the world. Also in our movement, good man, helping to get the information out. Please check out his channel.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I didn't make it to Tulsa. I had too much shit going on in my own life. Things that I gotta take care of. But
that's what I like about him. He's being real. He's just being real, y'all.
Attention and
this dude gave up a heavyweight title, career, all of it, for the same reasons that I fight. Okay. And remember, he's human like you. He's not perfect. None of us are. It's not what it's about.
If you guys haven't subscribed, you're missing out. I have great interviews on there on ninoscorner.tv.
We're gonna share that.
Listen, here we go. Biden declares national emergency regarding the Russia-Ukraine crisis that's happening right now. And here's how I see it. I haven't talked to 107 yet. I'm waiting to get on a call with him and a few other people to kind of piece this together. The globalist plan seems to be.
Here's a good one.
Look, everything they do is a threat, obviously.
See, COVID scam lawsuit. Boom. How much you want to bet that's going to make it here to America too?
How do I say this on the YouTube channel without getting bombed?
And by the way, America is not a good name for us. We're not America. We are, God's children. Remember that. Use the United States or something, because America was named after Amerigo's Vespucci, and he was a pedophile. So was Columbus. Columbus didn't even set on foot on this land. He murdered tons of children, sacrificed them, all kind of stuff. Okay? Like, bottom line, folks, is a lot of everything you've ever were taught was lies. All of it. Go back to the one who began your life. Put you here for a reason. He's the one true truth. In him you'll find all things, and you will be excited with life. Trust me. Trust me. I've watched the dead come alive from nothing. I'm one of them. Can I get an amen here? A lot going on. Look, Democrats kill a bill for tuition assistance for the children for veterans killed in battle, then approve giving illegals free tuition. But think deeply about that. That's what I love about some of the posts, that just reading them alone brings conscientiousness to awareness to an ascension level to find that truth that's hidden right in front of you. That's a satanic symbol in his hand. Bling, bling, blong. Peeking around here. No, he's not alive still. Whew, that guy. Yep, you can see what's written all over him. There you go. Patented it. You might want to be at the June 8th Parish Council meeting in Punkapi Parish, 5:30. I'll be covering agenda topics on COVID, as well as addressing some of these major issues to the council. Please join us. Come live and hang out and film. Let's get down to it, you know.
Driving down the road, and I seen this, had to pull dude over, stopping, deplorable.
Ah,
My attention, y'all. Check us out.
that's funny.
Fucking hilarious.
Well, I don't like all that, but you know, I ain't perfect too. I curse, but I'm trying to give you guys some decent content during the feed. And look, they put that garbage in there too. That ain't somebody I like. It's just placed in there. It's to get the dudes to bite. It's to get the devil to make you bite, fellas. Don't bite. Look, it's okay to love a woman and all her beauty, but we gotta straighten it all up. All of it. That's a vile fellow. Get your popcorn, fellas. What we got here? This is something I've seen for a while. It's been a while. It was a while back, but oh yeah. Ping Pap. Ping Pap. I'm not gonna say them because I don't want the video to get dropped. But you know what you were looking at. Oh yeah, let me show you the other one. That's right. Let's see. What else we got going on? Not too much. It was a good day though. You know, despite the stuff that I have that's actually going on, that someone can be somewhat turmoilish. I mean, very much for certain people. Man, praise God. He holds me tight, and you know, I mean, I'm okay. See, had a good day. Even in the stuff y'all don't know, and that's okay. Just know that we're with you all. We love you all very much, and keep fighting, please. Keep fighting. Think about the children. Look at that. Look at that thing. Well, old Satan can pick some ups and downs, huh? She's in therapy. Yeah, they're gonna use that towards a fake, you know what, on the Capitol, huh?
So what's your cause? What's your cause?
What's your position?
I'm gay.
I am too.
What is this? Why does it say one man and one woman?
I'm the happiest man in the world.
Why does your sign say one man and
I'm 100% gay.
Why does your sign say one man and one woman?
This is the right and natural way.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why are you having...
Words don't mean anything today.
Turn around. Marriage always one man and one woman, so you're saying that gay people can't get married?
I don't believe in special rights.
But you're black.
And?
How could a black person be a bigot in this country?
Well, I'm not black.
You guys listening to this? Wow, see, this is God talking to us right now. He let me stumble across this so we can watch it together. Listen, the guy admitted, he said, I'm gay. But I'm trying to tell you it's not right. And see, because the other person, who I believe is probably gay, is in the veil of the world, he hasn't been awakened to what God's will for him really is. And see, the other guy actually searching for it, so he's trying to tell him about it. And instead of the truth being a loving thing in the other guy's eyes and mind, it stings. So he's retaliating in this thing. Let's listen.
I'm a white lesbian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, a boy could be a girl. Really?
No, you're making a mockery.
No,
So
you're making a mockery,
no.
sir.
So why do you believe then that, what about before civil rights and that black people had to
What was
drink
it?
at different fountains?
I know. Was that wrong?
Yeah.
It was legal.
No, you got your civil rights, which is wonderful.
No, wait. It was legal.
I'm not a racist in any shape or
I'm not a
form.
racist either.
Well, you're a black bigot.
He's trying to tell you that the government doesn't make what's right and wrong. It's you yourself conscientiously knows what's right and wrong. He's trying his best to explain that to this other gentleman.
No, I'm a white lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
He thinks he's mocking him, but he's really not. He's telling him, I care for you. But in caring for you, it comes with a message. You might not like it, but I really care for you.
Oh, thank you. Address me as a white lesbian.
Oh.
I'm not black. A boy could be a girl, and a girl.
He's using the world's veil against the veil. Wise as a serpent, as gentle as a dove.
Could be a boy, so if I want, I'm not black. So if you talk to me, you address me as a white lesbian.
Okay, white lesbian.
Okay, now we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have never seen a white lesbian that's obviously a black man that's bigot.
Oh.
Now, I'll say this. He just made that statement. And I've never seen a white male or an Asian male that calls himself by a woman's name and creates the name around ethnicity when he's a original white male or a Asian male or a black male, right? You see how the consciousness brings truth to the situation?
Never seen a man that is gay based on science.
And he hit it with a whole nother twist. Now, if your consciousness is awake right now, you're really, this is making me, like, this is a laugh. You really should be enjoying how he approaches waking others up in the gay community out of love. I mean, it's really out of love. I love everybody. I do. But that's not what God wants for us. That's what the world created for. Folks that have been hit by the devil so hard in ways that they can pull them to a side that is, by the world standard, considered okay, but really isn't.
I was born gay. And
No, what? So when the doctor said, congratulations, Mr. Johnson?
Bingo, he's going to tell him what you all want him to tell him.
You have a 5-pound, 6-ounce, what? Gay man? Gay male?
Nope.
No, because you're not born a behavior.
But when you are born, what's the first thing they do when you get your new little spacesuit? Because you're a spiritual being in an earthly body, not the other way around. Well, they jab you with the first part of your veil. Then all your life, they give it to you through the mouth, through pills. And what they tell you need to take you further and further away of what you truly are. So that you have these moments like this where you have to wake a consciousness to break it down.
I'm born who I am, and you were born black.
Look, see, I told you I'm a white lesbian.
Says, see, I'm a white lesbian. So see what it is, and he's also teaching the perceptive tools that you are not using properly, which is the fact that your eyes are bringing the information of the matrix into your consciousness, not your mind, your consciousness. The consciousness, once awake, can actually interpret it correctly versus being taught how to interpret it by the serpent and being stuck in that means of operation. This guy is really doing a wonderful job of counter-assisting an explanation.
You won't acknowledge me as a white lesbian, but
Because
you want me, so you're not gay.
You're making a mockery.
No, you're making a mockery.
No.
And this is it's this artificially intelligence. The
Ooh.
same thing is laws that are based on hypocrisy and bigotry. Nazi Germany.
You're the bigot.
No, you are.
Boom. And so, again, another part of what's going to happen in your furthering of your spiritual training, you'll start to see that, yes, demons are real. They do inhibit people and possess their words and their actions and their consciousness. And when you start speaking truth, they get mad. And look, you can think for a second that it might take them further away, but it plants a seed. Trust me. God does it in the way He needs to do it. I wouldn't have been able to talk to this person, but this guy did it. You see, we all have a purpose. But you might not be able to serve it unless you get there and you want to be there. Come on, join us.
No, sir.
You're special. You changed the definition of marriage. Only your people can do that. Only your people. Only gay people can change the definition of marriage.
That's
Are
right.
they equal or special?
That's the truth. That is the truth. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed me. That was a good hour of just, well, almost an hour, I guess, of just, an hour. Awesome. We did awesome. Luke 8:17, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that not shall be known and come abroad. I know a different version of that, but that's okay. Bottom thing is, all things kept hidden will come to light, and the light of the world is on his way. Thank you for joining me on our first ever late night talk on the Point Be True Talk show with your host, me, Jonathan Chain Stew. And be sure to check out all those channels that I pointed out. I'm probably not putting them in the links below because I did show y'all the visible channels there, and I hope that helps them to continue to grow and help people to get educated and get out there and do whatever talents they have to exemplify a real healthy change in something that's good for us all. So, till next time, thanks again. Please like, share, subscribe, and as always, God bless.